And gentlemen, welcome to the Mason Multi-Purpose Field as we get ready for a GMC action. Mason girls soccer team will go ahead and take on Lakota East in this GMC matchup. I'm Trevor Rose here with my broadcast partner, Isaac Vargo. Isaac, what we can expect for today's game?
Yeah, as you said, in the GMC, it's always one of the bigger games of the year. Lakota East been fierce rivals with the Comets in feels like every sport nowadays, and the Comets have kind of been ahead of the eight ball when it comes to being in the top of the standings so far. They're 3-0 in the GMC. They've done a great job. Have tied some games last couple of times out. Lakota East on the other side, 4-6, kind of in that bottom range. But it's a big game. The Comets can't be sleeping. They're on their home turf, and it's a big game in the GMC, as you said.
Mason will enter today's game third in the GMC, 6-3-2 record. East at 4-5-1, and it looks like East will go ahead and start with the ball here, and kickoff happening from midfield, depending on the referee.
Hey Trevor, this is our second soccer broadcast now. Did the first one with that boys soccer team. They're doing a great job. They beat St. X the other night, and we were able to do that coverage with Dakota West, and that was a great matchup as always. But nice to see these girls soccer in action, as the Comets have had a good season. They don't have Anna Hobber tonight. They haven't had her all season long. She's kind of been one of their main scorers this season as a junior, but they're looking to have her back later in the season, but they've done a good job without her so far.
Mason will go ahead and take possession back. Great pass down the bottom wing.
Great find there early for the Comets.
Way to poke it out by East, and that will be a Comet throw-in. The senior, Hallie Martin, with the throw-in.
Multi-sport athlete right there. Also on the softball team.
Yep, and one of the captains of that softball team as well.
Absolutely. Let's look early in this game. See who has the kind of the big part in these soccer games, as we've seen. It's kind of who controls the possession more on their side of the field and who's kind of playing that more scrappy defense. And that's what we saw in that boys matchup. Comets did a great job of keeping it on their side of the field and really taking the opportunities when they could get them. And so far, it's kind of been an even matchup, as of course only 2 minutes through.
Ball passed in. Taken back over by the Comets.
For this Comets team, it's been Bella Anderson, the sophomore, who's been kind of their leader on this team. She's got 11 games played, 11 points, those 4 being goals, as well as Allison Camham.
Foul there by number 19, Natalie Schaefer, and East will retain possession. Number 32, Bailey Retch, the freshman, kick it away.
It's good to see from this Comet team. If you look at their roster, all over the board says sophomore, and that's a great thing to have that experience, especially in GMC, and how they've had that experience but haven't had like a year where they haven't played well. It's still been a good, successful season so far, and they're looking to make that push in the playoffs that they haven't necessarily got so far the last couple of years.
And keeps it on the far wing. 3-on-2. Pass to the inside.
Anderson. Back over to the top wing, but offside's called, and it will go back to East. Yeah, good look there for the Comets. Couldn't get it to fall, of course, with the offsides penalty, but so far in this game, I've seen them be the more aggressive team on offense, the team that looks like they won it more so far on their home turf here. If you're Lakota East, it's a great opportunity, as that's a great pass there.
Kick back and then back out again by the Comets. Back over to the corner, number 16, Bailey Batcher, the sophomore. kick through, and it's saved by Annalise Knight, the keeper, for tonight's game. First shot we've seen tonight taken by either side and saved by the senior goalkeeper, Annalise Knight.
Yeah, Knight, of course, she's also a two-sport athlete with that basketball team, and she knows what it takes to win. The last couple of years, she's been the keeper for this Comets team, and so far this season, she's had about the same amount of saves as she had last season. It's a big part of this Comet team. One of the leaders, as we had one of those stories talking about her jersey number and how it affects her play as she gets a stop there.
Another save on the shot on goal from East. Annalise Knight this season, her 12th game played, 5 goals allowed, and a total of 64 saves now on the season. Passed to the bottom wing, and Mason throw-in. The senior, Hallie Martin, will take the throw-in.
Yeah, so far been even matchup between both these teams in terms of possession.
Natalie Schaefer will escort that one out of bounds. Be a throw-in from number 16, Bailey Batcher, for East. Number 7, Randy Morgan on the outside, far wing.
The Comets doing a good job so far on that defensive end, getting stops, keeping the ball in front of them.
Yeah, great job so far. Also, keeper Annalise Knight, 2 saves already. 1, it looks like to save a goal. Great job there, and now back in East possession.
Good stop there. Cody East had a good lane, but they're in front of that stop. It's Parker Evans, a sophomore. She got a couple playing time last year. Bigger role for her this year, another sophomore.
Be cleared out by East, so it will be a Comet throw-in on the far side, as subs will be rolling in for the Comets. Number 20, Haley Hommel, the sophomore, and Iris Azu, the senior, coming off. Mariah McMillan and Allison Canham.
As Trevor talking about conditions earlier at Mason, it was a downpour. The field's a little wet so far in this game, but a great day for soccer nonetheless. A couple hours later, we have this nice sunset, about 70 degrees with wind. Couldn't ask for any much more.
And it's officially fall time, and probably the best time of year. It's not too hot, not too cold. You got soccer, you got football on, all these great sports. It's so fun. School being around too. It will be another goal kick from Sophia Ford, the senior keeper for this Lakota East team.
It's over the head of Lakota East. Will be in a turnover and a common possession here on their side of the field with just over 30 minutes left in this first half of play.
Malin Kowalski will kick it over top.
Good look there. Great defense on Lakota East, and what a kick there.
Will be number 13, Olivia Canham, kicks it deep. Again with the possession.
Pass there. Great defense from the Comets. Gets around her, though.
Great footwork. And it's in. Buried in the back of the net. Number 16 for East, Bailey Batcher with the goal. Great passing, great set from number 7, Randy Morgan.
Yeah, and that's kind of what we said in this game. A great pass there, way to get around her defender, and then finds in the middle. That's what we've seen in the last soccer games. You got to find the middle early, and then right there, nothing Knight can do with it. As early, Lakota East, as we said, kind of in the bottom region of the GMC. Comets have done a great job with their last couple of streaks. They beat Lakota West last week, and right now, Lakota East doesn't really have anything to lose, and right now, them being up in this game is a big boost for their confidence.
Also could be a big boost when it comes to playoff rankings as well, as that one will be out for the Comets in a throw-in for East. Number 21, Macy Hill, the junior, will toss it in for East.
Yeah, for the Comets here, the thing you can't do is start to scramble, start to try and get that goal back. You have 30 minutes left in the half, another 30 in the second half, 35 in the second half. So you have plenty of time, just got to keep the same game plan.
You just cannot allow the same thing to happen. They passed it right in, as that one will be grabbed by Annalise Knight. You just can't allow the same thing that just happened. Someone unmarked in the box, 18, just right there.
Yeah, again for Lakota East. They had another shot on goal there. They've had 3 today. Comets haven't had any good looks so far. It's about the team that wants it more. Lakota East has done a great job finding their looks early. That's why they got the lead right now.
Allison Canham will head on to the field for number 3, Bella Anderson. As it will be a Comet throw-in. Will stay Comet throw-in. And it will be way through. They'll go ahead and kick it back to the keeper.
A good recovery there for the Comets. Something you don't want to have there, and a good look here. Great pass there from Lakota East.
Another good pass down the wing. That will go out, and it will be a goal kick.
So we near the end of the season. Of course, GMC play always matters. Comets, as we've said, undefeated in that part. As right here, down early, something Comets aren't really familiar with. Did beat Lakota West at Lakota West 3-0. No goals in that game, and no goals given up the whole season besides the first game for the Comets, which is something early in this game.
No goals given up in a win, she should say, for the Comets. Every time that they have won the game, it will, other than the first game, was a shutout. It will stay Comets ball, and the senior Hallie Martin will throw it in.
Yeah, good look here early. The Comets right here on this look. It's a bad way.
Good throw in, but hit off of the Comets cannon and right to the East team. Has great footwork there in the middle of the field, but does not prevail. Lena Sia. Holly Martin off the back of the East striker.
Just about 26 and a half to go in this first half of play here at Mason's multi-purpose field.
Bella Anderson back on the pitch for the Comets. Addison Bean will be subbed off as the throw-in from number 16, Bailey Batcher. Will go to a Comet defender. Cleared out by the Comets. Kind of the homecoming game here for the Comets today. They will not see action until next Monday at Hamilton High School. And then they go out of league on the 5th of October to play Anderson. That'll be Saturday, October 5th.
Yeah, that's something to state there. Their next home game is October 8th. Just a couple weeks away. It's something you don't see very often with 2 games per week normally for these soccer teams.
Yeah, typically it's one away, one home. As you can look, the last couple games that they've had, it's always alternated, or they've had 2 straight homes. As Anderson will kick it out to Martin. Martin contested, but will keep possession as a rocket will be hit right back to East.
Great pass.
Shot in, and it's good. East now up 2-0 on the Comets.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing we were talking about, Trevor. Comets, of course, they played one of their best soccer so far in this game, but it's not falling asleep on your own turf. Lakota East so far has came to play. They got something to prove in this GMC conference, and again, as we said before, they don't really have anything to lose. The Comets have a lot to lose as they're trying to climb those rankings. And here early, Comets really got to – this is where you got to start finding good possessions here early, because there is 24 minutes in that first half, but 2 goals is a lot to climb.
It was Hitley Yazell with the goal for Lakota.
And 2 goals is a lot to climb, especially with how Lakota East has been – moving the ball and they're passing today, so you got to get a stop too.
Good footwork here from the Comets. Pass down and back over. Anderson loses it, and she'll actually retain it, but an injury for East. Be number 40, Melina Sia, down.
Yeah, she was showing some fancy footwork earlier. Looks like she got tied up with Anderson, as we said earlier. But something we don't see a lot from the Comets, as we said, they haven't given up a goal in all their wins. And so far this season, their high given up in goals has been 2. And already in this first half of play, in the first almost 20 minutes, it's already have 2 goals, and especially from the senior night, she's only given up 5 goals all year long. So for her to see 2 goals past the net is already something kind of concerning as a Comet fan.
Lakota, 4 shots on goal so far, and 2 of them have been buried in the back of the net. Gotta think, what will the Comets be able to do on the counterattack? They have not been able to do much of anything on offense. This Lakota defense has been absolutely shutting them down. You take a look at this, the GMC standings, the senior Sophie Ford has been pretty good for this Lakota East team, as the injury will be all good and she will be walking off the field.
Walking off on her own power is a good sign.
Sophia Ford, in 10 games played, has only allowed 20 goals and saved 34 with a .630 shutout percentage. We will reset play, and it will be kicked by Mason. Mason will retain possession. Again, Isaac, like we've been saying, Comets don't have to kill themselves to try to get back in this game. There's about 24 minutes remaining in the first half, 40 to start the second half. Right here.
Yeah, obviously the Comets know what they're doing if they're this high in the GMC, and they just have to stick to the plan. That's a great pass there.
Offside's called. She was a little too far in front of the defenders. If she stayed back for a second longer, once they flipped the hips to try to go back, she could have slipped behind them, and that could have been a goal for the Comets.
Yeah, for Lakota East, you kind of got to put the pedal to the metal. They've done a phenomenal job at keeping the ball on their side, putting the ball to the middle, having great passes as we've seen up the field. And so far, Mason hasn't done anything to stop it, so you just got to go with the flow and see how many goals you can get out of this so far, because at halftime, the Comets have to make an adjustment.
Yeah, even if that means switching up maybe the keeper or switching up play style. As Anderson drives it, the shot, the left footer just dribbles on the ground right to Ford, as she will go ahead and send it away. Header.
Yeah, good look for the Comets there. Anderson didn't get it off her foot like she would have wanted, but encouraging sign there, seeing a couple of Comet defenders ahead of the Thunderhawks.
Comets leader on goals this year will sub back in. Malin Kowalski will head onto the field for number 1, Cameron Runiski. As it will be hit back out to the senior Hallie Martin. Martin in. Kowalski knocked down. Anderson regains. And no good. Great job. A great defense there from from Lakota East. Great defense to avoid the goal, as Comets will break down on the ball, but it will be a East throw-in.
And it looks like right now the Comets starting to kind of get their possessions going in the right direction. Couple looks. So we've seen member of NBC, Anna Havra, been cheering her team on from the sideline.
And she's definitely a leader on this team. Even though she's not playing, she's still a leader on either sport that she's doing, whether it's on the court or on the pitch.
That's something you love to see, that unselfishness, even though she isn't playing, and even if she was playing, not even if she wasn't playing to the best of her ability, she's still one of those people that all she wants to do is win. All she wants to do is see her teammates play well. But right here, so far, it's been all Lakota East.
Pass to Martin. Martin to Anderson. Anderson will lose possession. And it will be kicked through all the way to the keeper, Annalise Knight. Harris on the far wing, and it will be kicked out, but it will remain Comet's possession. Harris will be subbed off for number 15 on Comets, Jessica Pacchiola, the sophomore.
Yeah, she played a couple minutes in the JV game before this varsity game, so she's got some fresh legs, something that the Comet coaching staff can look towards.
One-on-one and lost by East Kowalski, and she loses it. One hit. Back in Comet's possession. Almost gets it through. She could have got that through, and that could have been about one-on-one on the edge. As it will be hit out to Schaefer. Merton. Puts it to Anderson. Anderson over to Canham. Canham up the middle, and it cleared back out by East. But again, back through, and it will be stays in bounds and cleared for a Comet throw-in. It will be Olivia Canham with the throw-in. Will be East. Hydration break. It looks like for Comets and East. We will go ahead and send it to a quick break while they get ready, get their hydration in. We will be back here on Mason Sports Radio. as we will go ahead and head to a weather delay here at the Mason Multipurpose Field due to some inclement weather in the area. Stay tuned on Mason Sports Radio. We will go ahead and send you guys updates over on X for the game. We're back at the Mason Multi-Purpose Field as Comets will go ahead and start with a throw-in. Delay due to some inclement weather, but it's out of the 10-mile radius, so we'll go ahead and get the action back on. Comets down 2-0.
I'll tell you what, Trevor, I don't know about if this game would count or not, but if I'm Lakota East, bring the Thunder on, you know.
Fitting for the name of Lakota,
Yep.
the
Thunderhawks.
As a pass down to the bottom wing, Martin kicks it through, off the head. Comet attacker, and lost possession, cleared out by East.
Comet sideline, all they're saying is let it go. And it's no good.
And
Got it.
It will not be called offsides, and the goal will go ahead and stand. What a boot in. Got the goalie off balance. She tips it up in the air, hits off the crossbar, back into play, and the Comets are able to bury it in the back of the net.
Yeah, everybody holding their breath on the Comet side. Everybody's trying to find their seat, and the Comets already get one of those goals back.
Malin Kowalski with her 6th goal of the season. Now the game cut down in half, 2-1 game. As the marching band plays in the distance after the goal from Mason.
Shout out to the marching band last year. Rose Bowl parade, of course. Top 6 finish this year. Got a little different team, of course, but you know our marching band. We'll get it done some way, somehow.
Yeah, our marching band has finished. Marching band the year prior to last year finished about 3rd, highest placement they've ever had at Grand Nationals.
Yeah, the last 4 years or so, they've placed in the top 10.
Yeah. And
Director Sleppy's done a great job with
the only
them.
schools that actually beat Mason out for being the top at Grand Nats are schools that literally give kids scholarships for marching band. It's kind of like Moeller.
It's like
but
Moeller,
for
yep.
marching band. Carmel and Avon Academy.
We'll say.
What a
Mason
kick
baseball.
over the head. And tripped up in the box. Let's see what it will be a corner for the Comets as corner kick for the Comets will be number 21 Parker Evans to take it. Evans. Put the head down and spin it in. To Anderson, but cleared. But back out to Parker Evans. Evans. And it will be out on East. It will retain Mason possession on the throw-in as senior Hallie Martin will go ahead and get the throw-in.
Yeah, Comets more of a aggressive tone to this second part of the first half, and Trevor, maybe that lightning delay fueled them because it's kind of a halftime, you know. Without that, 17 minutes left on the clock before then, and the Comets didn't really have any momentum. Lakota East was going down the field and just scoring at will, it seemed like. And Comets really used that as as you said, a quarterly break, and so far it's been all Comets since the Thunder break.
Yep. And that number 24, Taylor Sung, for East will be subbed on. The junior subbed on for Haley Yazell, who has a goal already in this game, has one of the 2 for Lakota East. Now, the Comets only down 1 goal. It's 13 minutes left remaining in the first half. Great touch, but cleared out. Up to the striker. And taken away, Olivia Canham. As the kick in will, as Malin will, Kowalski steals it, but blocked and saved by the keeper. That second shot on goal.
Yeah, kind of a Hail Mary there for the Comets. Just trying to get a little bit of pressure on Lakota East near that goal.
As it will be kicked down the wing, and wow. It will stay in all the way down, but will be eventually kicked out by the Comets for a throw-in. Thrown in off the head. Anderson across the field. Annalise Knight will scoop it up. She'll throw it deep on the bottom wing. Martin will send it out to Comet coach with the reception on the sideline. And
Comets gonna need that on Friday, as of course last couple of games haven't been nice for the football team. They got the homecoming game this Friday, but yeah, last week against Princeton, it's a bit rough. Nice to see a catch there on the sideline.
And over the head of McMillan. Could have been a beautiful pass if she placed it in there well, as 11:05 remaining in the first half of this nail-biter of a matchup between the two GMC opponents. Schaefer will kick it downfield. Malin Kowalski with the possession. She'll pass it up. Anderson will lose the possession, and it will be kicked out and saved from going out of bounds by number 16, Bailey Batcher. Way to keep it in bounds, but again will not prevail as it will go out of bounds. McMillan will be subbed off for number 20, Haley Hummel.
Comets only down 1 here. Still a lot of time to go in this game. 10 minutes in the first half. Comets wearing their black tonight. Their home affair.
This would be a East throw-in. Over the head. What a touch and a miss from the senior Schaefer, and it will go ahead and be rocked out of bounds. Throw in for number 16, Bailey Batcher.
Bailey Batcher's kind of been this Lakota East person to look for in matchup. Has top in one of the best point getters on this Lakota East team, and of course showing off her defense right there.
Kick towards the post, wide right. Be a goal kick for Annalise Knight. She'll kick it over to Evans. Evans to Martin. Martin down the wing and played off of a bounce for number 33, Ariana Sanders, the junior for East.
Looks like Lakota East, after getting those first 2 goals, have kind of played a little bit of keep away. Not a lot of offensive firepower we've seen in the first couple of minutes of this first half. Kind of held back a little. Played a little scared, it feels like, against this Comet team.
I wouldn't really say scared. I would say not clocked in. This second quarter-ish feel.
Not willing to make a mistake, you could say.
Yeah. As Knight will reach up and grab it.
Great catch there.
Slow to get up is Knight. But she will.
Not good to see her down. She's been the keeper the last 3 years for the Comets. Big frame. Something you like to see from all keepers. And definitely has that athleticism playing basketball.
A two-sport athlete, a goalie for this girls team, and then also a center for the girls basketball team. So will be kicked through to the keeper.
As we say, we see kind of a delayed pickup from the keeper there. Kind of another more evidence there of seeing the kind of waiting around, waiting for that 7 minutes to hit 0, relying on their defense to get this win. And it feels like if you're Lakota East, you don't really have anything to lose, as we said before. Kind of the bottom of the GMC. Need a couple more wins and a couple more losses from the team ahead of them to jump. And I would think after the first 2 goals, you'd be super confident. You'd be settled into the game, and you'd want more. But it's looked like a little more balanced approach from the Lakota East coaching staff.
Definitely a momentum switcher after the weather timeout, as it will be cleared out. They had a chance. They had the play. They had numbers.
Yeah, that was kind of the first look from Lakota East in this, as we said, kind of second quarter, if you will. But Bella Anderson's been all over the field so far. The sophomore's done a great job.
Stayed in. She almost had a little bit too much power on that pass, but had just enough to get it out to the wing, as Martin will send it across the field. As it will go ahead and go out, and it will retain Mason ball. Mason throwing as a sub will be brought on. That is number 7, Iris Zhu, coming on for.
Yeah, she's a senior. Got limited play time so far this year, but in her opportunities, she's done a great job in this role for the Comets.
So number 18, Alina Schneiderman, the senior, will be subbed off for the other senior, Iris Zhu, as that one will be headed out by East. So another Comet throw-in. Canham throws it in to her sister. And a pass in the box, had the chance. If she got it through, who would have known what was happening? As Kowalski will pass it in, Zoo, and it will be picked up by the keeper.
Yeah, just a little off timing there. Great pass. Couldn't get the legs underneath it to do anything with it, but about 4 minutes left in this first half of play. As we've said, we had a weather delay. It's been a long first half, you could say, as at the beginning, couple goals from Lakota East. Ever since then, it's kind of been all Comets, and so far here, a very high scoring first half of play.
3 goals, 3 times in the back of the net.
And 6 shot on goals.
Yeah, 6 shots on goals, so the total, both teams shooting 50% pretty much. So that one will go ahead and be out, be a throw-in. Kowalski will kick it back out. Pass to the middle of the field. Anderson deflects it.
Yeah, we've said it before. I'll say it again. Bella Anderson's just been all over the field. We've seen she's kind of been the goalie offensive player for this Comet team, and her on the defensive end. She's done a great job, and one of the main reasons why the Comets are in this game is her defensive presence and her willingness to pass it to her teammates.
Selflessness is the word
We got
for
there.
that. As the ball cleared into the box for
Yeah. 2.5 to go in this first half. Don't be surprised if you just see, as we've seen, Lakota East kind of played a little more conservative, and for sure, if you're the Comets, you want to get another before this first half ends. But Lakota East, as we see there, they're just going to try to poke it on their side of the field.
that pass on the down here on the bottom wing intended for Cameron Bernesk, the sophomore, was unable.
Great pass to her, and she tried centering it to the middle, but no one home, and under 2 to go in this first half at the Mason multi-purpose field.
That one will be hit into the box. Knight throws it quick. Martin kicks it downfield. Anderson is there but won't keep possession. Martin again, right to an east attacker. Schaefer across the field. Olivia Canham. Pass will be out of bounds on the far wing. Throw in for East. Deep one. And knocked away, but retained by East. Has a great pass, great looking pass. Unable to be taken for East down the field as Anderson will kick it over. Nesk has maybe a little too much power on it, but it will stay in. Now be out by East. A Comet throw in.
Yeah, this is the Comets' chance. They want to go. 30 seconds to go.
Kowalski's shot. No good. Third shot on goal as East will just kick it away. 10 seconds remaining in the first half. That one will go out of bounds. Be a Comet throw in. And tick away goes the clock. And that will be the end of the first half here for the Comets against Lakota East in this GMC matchup. We will be back after a quick halftime break. Stay tuned here on Mason Sports Radio. Welcome back for some second half action here at the Mason Multipurpose Field. It is 2-1 Lakota East lead. Isaac, what did we see in that first half, and what do you think the coaches told this girls' team to change up heading into the second half?
Yeah, pretty much. I think the coaching staff said all that they needed to say after that weather delay, because that's kind of the turning point in this second part of the first half. The Comets went down 0-2 early, and then ever since it's kind of been all Comets in terms of shots on goal and just overall play. And they'll start with the ball here.
Be shot right to a East defender and back out for a Comet throw-in.
Yeah, as we said before, this is a big GMC game. Comets are trying to climb up those standings, and Lakota East, they're trying to stay in that middle of the pack right now. And so far, they've played a great game. Kind of went off the gas a lot last couple of times down.
I mean, really, the last couple times they've had the ball, they've put a lot of pressure on this Lakota East defense. See if they can keep it up. I think that's something that they need to do if they want to continue on and try to win this game. At least go for the draw. As the shot across, grabbed by the keeper. The keeper will go ahead and throw it in.
Physical second half so far. So we're a couple minutes into this second half of play.
Trapped in the corner, and Combat attacker will go down, but will keep possession, and it will go ahead and be a corner kick for the Comets. This is where you can capitalize here. You just absolutely whip it into the box and see if someone can get their head on it and put it into the back of the net. 37 minutes remaining in the game. Kick in. Retained by Mason. It will stay Comet's ball. Comet throw in. Olivia Canham tosses it in. Missed. Clear. Kowalski in the box and just missed. Just wide left.
Great look for the Comets again.
Ow.
Another great look. She had a goal earlier today, but Lakota East is hanging on by a thread.
Anderson, he'll kick it to the bottom wing. Back to Anderson, but missed the mark to a East defender as Schaefer not win the possession.
Good look
Olivia
here for
Canham.
East.
Big break. The shot in and wide left.
Good look. Not enough spin on the soccer ball to get around both defenders. Good look. Another shot on goal for both these teams.
Wasn't quite a shot on goal, but definitely a shot taken. Number 14 had the smart play of the executive decision of just let it go. As Canham will flip it over, and it will go out of bounds, and will be East ball on the throw-in.
Comets have trailed all day today. We're the favorites coming into today at home, having the better record. But at the end of the day, Lakota East has done more so far in the game. Still plenty of time, 35 minutes left in regulation. As the Comets will need 2 goals to win this game, 1 to have a tie. And it feels like when you put it that way, Trevor, it's a long hill for the Comets to climb because a tie at the end of the day in GMC conference doesn't really do you any good.
No, definitely not, and that doesn't help you when it comes to points heading into rankings. Draw is only worth a point. The win is what you need.
But obviously in this situation, Comets are losing, so the first point is to get that goal back that you lost, and a tie is better than a loss, that is for sure.
Depends on which sport you're playing. Definitely not good if it's football or younger grades of baseball. But soccer is good for ties, as that won't be shot out, and it will be a goal kick for the Comets. Annalise Knight set up for the kick. The Comets student section population of 3 individuals here tonight to watch this game.
3 very bold people that are gonna
definitely look back and enjoy watching this game. But the Comets down, maybe a rally pending.
So we're talking about with that student section, Grant Jackson down there, as well as Addie Bianchini, the volleyball superstar, and Tristan Newhouse. Also football superstar. He's had a good year at that tight end position, catching those out routes for the Comets.
Throw in for East, deep, and hit off the face, it looked like, of number 19, Natalie Schaefer. Throw in for East. Canham, deflection, stays with East, and stolen away by the Comets. Great pass there by Alyssa Canham. Now she has the ball back. Looks for the pass. Finds it.
Comets can't find a cross.
Nope, and it will be a goal kick, it looks like. Knocked out of bounds by the Comets, and Sophia Ford will just boot it away. So we'll go back into Mason possession. Cleared out by East. Martin will kick it back across the middle. Canham will pass it back to the defenders and get it back and ready over to the other Canham twin.
There's still plenty of time in this game, but it feels like for the Comets, having had a lot of momentum, haven't had a lot of crazy shots on goal in this second half of play, and that clock's only going to keep ticking. So about 30 minutes left in the game. Clock stopped as a injury timeout.
Lately, Yazell checked in for the Thunderhawks.
Great defense from Lakota East, taking it away. Comets take it away. It's given back to East and finally kicked out by the Comets. It will be Thunderhawks possession.
Olivia Canham will kick that one out of bounds, and it will be a throw-in for East, a laser thrown-in up the middle. And no one there. As it will go ahead and be a goal kick. Annalise Knight will go ahead and kick it away. About 29 and a half remaining in the second half.
As you said, just under 30 minutes to go. Comets trying to get that goal back. Lakota East, as we said before, if you're just joining us, got 2 goals in the first 10 minutes of play here at Mason's multi-purpose field, and the Comets kind of fought back. And they've gotten 1 goal for themselves, but 7 shots on goal between both of these teams with still 30 minutes to play. Lakota East trying to stall out this clock. There's a lot of it left, but it looked like no intentions of really scoring right now. It's a great move there.
Great pass. Just a little bit too much on it. Be cleared out, though, by East. So it will be a Comet throw, and Olivia Canham will toss it in.
Yeah, Bella Anderson's, as we've said, probably been the best player for the Comets in this game and this season. And it's very encouraging to see. There's, as we said, on this roster, there's more sophomores than any other grade. So it's great to see that those Comets, as their sophomores, are getting that time and they're using it to their advantage and really sparking and playing well as underclassmen. And that will only help when they're older and they know everything that goes with a GMC opponent and GMC matchup.
You also know everything that you kind of run, the defense, how everything's set up, special plays that are involved. As Anderson will retain possession. Pass in, Kowalski wide. Left of the goal as a sub will be coming on for Lakota East. Kowalski barely missing that one wide. Had a chance at it. All she had to do was curve it in maybe slightly. I don't know if the keeper Ford would have been able to get to it. Anderson. Back out to Kowalski. Kowalski. Olivia Canham.
Comets trying to get that goal back. Down 1 here.
As it will go off. Lakota be a corner kick as
Something the Comets need here.
Mariah McMillan will go ahead and trot onto the field for Iris Zoo, senior, as corner kick will go ahead and be taken by Parker Evans. A deep shot into the box could potentially give the Comets the tying goal, as the shot in is headed away by East. And down is, looks like the senior captain, Natalie Schaefer. Players collided on the header. They will go ahead and bring the trainer out just to check if everything is okay with the senior.
Trevor, as you said before in the broadcast, first couple of days of fall, and obviously we're higher than the players down there, but it's a little breeze up here with the flag going east to west. Starting to feel that fall season. Sun's going down earlier.
You absolutely love it. We will go ahead and send it to a quick break for the injury. We'll be back with some more second half action here on Mason Sports Radio. Welcome back here to Mason Multipurpose Field, as it was the senior Natalie Schaefer, the one going down, as the Comets will have possession. Anderson will lose it, though.
Yeah, Schaefer with apparent injury. She kind of got tangled up there near the goal.
Probably a head to the nose.
Yeah, getting
Looks
checked.
like a little nosebleed.
It seems like what it is right now. It's not something that looks to be crazy, as there is still 25 minutes left in this game. She's a big part of this team. One of the captains on this team. And I need her.
One of the better defensive players for this Comet team, as it will go ahead and be out of bounds by East, and a throw in for the Comets.
Just under 25 minutes left in the game. Spent 7 shots on goal, all coming in the first half of play. So far through 15 in the second half. Haven't seen anything kind of a stalemate type of game.
Olivia Canham. Mariah McMillan steals it back and misses the ball. Misses the shot.
Yeah, McMillan with a great steal there. As you said, didn't really have the angle. Was trying to find someone in the center. Teammates were kind of trailing the play. No one in the middle, so had to give her best shot to it. And that's something the Comets are going to need. They're going to need some turnovers and some numbers at the other end.
And Schaefer will go ahead and sub back on for Bella Anderson, the sophomore, as the throw-in. Kowalski will have it. She'll miss the pass in. As the fight for possession, and it will stay with East.
Great
Down
pass
the
there.
far wing. And kicked out. Parker Evans with the great defense there by the Comets.
Comets spoil it away. On to Lakota East side. Lakota East flirting with it. So finally be kicked away out of the hands of McMillan. Lakota East trying to find answers. It was Comets will spoil it away back into Lakota East territory, picked up by the keeper. 22 to go in regulation here at the multi-purpose field. So far, it's been a high-scoring affair, 2-1. 7 shots on goal combined from both teams. Anderson and Martin check back into the game. Kind of the dual threat players for this Comet team. Spin it around to the perimeter. McMillan will have it.
Anderson. And it will be out, and it will be a corner.
It's another opportunity here for the Comets. Haven't been really on top with the headers, but a chance here to tie it up here. 21 to go in regulation. Still plenty of time for this Comet team, but as we said, they're going to need 2 goals to get a win in the win column in the GMC. A tie doesn't really do them too good, and especially a loss.
Popped up in the air and saved by the keeper, Ford. Ford will go ahead and punt the ball downfield. Will stay in Mason possession and kicked out. It will be Comet throw-in. Good sliding tackle there by Olivia Canham. That'll be touched out by Lakota East. Throw in now for the Comets.
Miscommunication there from Lakota East. Comets will regain possession. Comets in black, Thunderhawks in white. Miscommunication gives it to Lakota East. It passes over. Martin tries to get it away.
And Knight
Knight
will
right away gets it.
Yep. Be back out to Martin though. Great footwork. As it will be kicked around. Clear downfield. Comets still trailing in this game. Have not owned a lead or a draw at all in this game. 19:05 remaining in the game.
Yeah, as we said, Lakota East kind of in the bottom tier of that GMC in terms of wins and GMC wins, and this would be one of those staple wins for them. Comets ahead of the Thunderhawks by a marginal amount. Both teams good in conference, but out of conference is kind of killed for the Thunderhawks. Comets played sloppy soccer in the beginning of the game, but have kind of picked it up since. Still trail. Comets playing sloppy here with the passes. It's felt like the difference so far. Thunderhawks have had better passes than the Comets, and it's led to better advantages for them. Comets got a good look here.
It's Olivia Canham with the 1-on-4.
Good job to reset there and set up the offense.
Give it Anderson back to Canham to Zoo. And too much. Had McMillan unmarked on the bottom wing.
It felt like a chance there. Great pass in between the offenders. Just a little too much, as you said. Comets got to take advantage of their spots given to them. 17 minutes. And Trevor, we've been saying this whole game, Comets have time, Comets have time. It's starting to slowly grip away from their hands if they can't get anything going here on offense.
They need to be able to find something on offense, and they just really haven't been able to do anything, as Anderson will kick it to, there it goes, down deep, but will be a goal kick, as a sub will be in for the Comets. Number 15, Jessica Pacchiola, will enter the game. Number 5, Mariah McMillan, will come off the field.
Looking down, McMullen subbing out on the Comets sideline is the superintendent, that is Mr. Jonathan Cooper, supporting his Comet teams, and he's just been so great at making it to everything, it feels like, with his crazy schedule. Got to give Mr. Cooper a salute for that.
Absolutely. I think I've seen him at almost every single soccer game that we've done this year. He's been at every single football game, and coming around to basketball season in the winter seasons.
As well, yeah.
He will always be there. Some Wyatt player on the Comets varsity team, as that one will stay in bounds and go out.
Yeah, talking about the
black ball
basketball team, it's a new look for them. They got a lot of seniors out. As you said, Wyatt Cooper's going to have to play a big part into that. There's 15 minutes to go here, the Mason multi-purpose field between Lakota East and Mason.
Great look inside. Canema across the field. It'll be number 20, Haley Hommel. She'll kick it out. Martin saves it from going out of bounds. Possession lost, though, by the Comets, and there goes the break.
Trevor, it's felt like a lot of sloppy dribbling from both teams so far. And for Lakota East, we've kind of just seen a lot of kicks just moving to the Comets' side, spoiling it away. And for the Comets, they're trying to play catch-up. There's only 14 to go here. Haven't had the greatest passing, dribbling all day long, and they're trying to find that. Lakota East done a great job of playing good defense and keeping the advantage to them so far.
Malin Kowalski will come in for Iris Zoo. And Comets need to find something here with 13 minutes remaining, down by 1. Back to Anderson in the middle of the field.
Comets trying to move it around the perimeter, trying to find a crease. Couldn't find it there.
That one will sail out of bounds. Be a Comet throw-in. Kick down. Canham to the middle of the field. The pass too strong.
Another look there for the Comets, just swooped up just in front from the Thunderhawks. 12 to go in regulation. Thunderhawks have been up all day long after 2 early goals.
Great clear away and foul called on Lakota. Comets here just need a hope to get it deep enough to where they can keep possession, especially, and try to score. As that one popped up in the air. Back down. Canna. Pass across the field. Great pass. And missed. Wide left. The chance there for the Comets for their second goal of the game.
Yeah, everything but the shot there. Comets had a great look. Great pass, as you said, from midfield all the way over to that corner wing. Just everything but the make there, and that's a great pass.
Kowalski up and over. Again, 2 back-to-back great looks from the Comets. Not executed well enough.
Sure, I'll tell you what, from up here it looked like it went right through the net, but a little past on that right side.
Kick from the goalie. Stayed in Mason's possession.
10 minutes to go in regulation here at Mason's multi-purpose field. Comets need to go, and that 10-minute mark kind of shows you that in soccer that clock moves a lot faster.
It's always endless. It's endless running clock unless injury or injury happens, then that's the only time. Yeah. Hydration or severe weather like we had earlier in this game. In the shot, left foot, no good to the goalie. It goes. Shot by Anderson. Anderson has not been on target tonight with her left footer, as Kowalski has it. There she goes. The pass in. No one went with it. They went with it. It would have been one-on-one with the keeper as long as they stayed on sides. And it looked like from up here she would have stayed on sides and had one-on-one with the keeper.
Absolutely. Another missed opportunity for Mason. Just a little bit of miscommunication, it seems like, from both sides, the offense and the defense of this team. And at the end of the day, it's a great pass.
Great touch pass. Back again to Olivia Canham. Then she's pushed down. Will it be a penalty kick?
Will. The Comets get a break, and that was ridiculous footwork to get through the middle of the field.
Penalty kick.
This is it. Trevor, it feels like 8:27 left. Whoever scores this goal or gets this stop is going to have insane momentum going into this last 8 minutes. As we've said, the Comets have not tied or taken the lead all day, of course, since that kickoff at the beginning of the game.
Anderson. Shot. It's through! And a goal made by the Comets to tie the game. Anderson. Goalie guessed wrong way, and it went the other to the back of the net. Comets will tie the game with 8:25 remaining in the second half.
And there it is. It just takes one opportunity, one chance for the Comets. Did a great job getting the penalty kick call executed there, and all of a sudden we're knotted up at 2. But as we've said all day today, does a tie really affect your team that much if you're the Comets? If you're Lakota East, it's kind of all right, because maybe the Comets were a team you were thinking was going to be a really tough matchup.
She stays on side and tripped up, but the goalie keeps the possession.
I mean, what an incredible pass there to Parker Evanson. We've talked about passes and that being the difference, and the Comets have done a great job these last 4 minutes or so.
Throw
It's
in.
a little different of a burst for this team. A motivated team that really needs this GMC win. Just having that stop there, the Comets will have it. 7 minutes to go in regulation. Comets just scored their second goal. It's Bella Anderson. Been all over the field for the Comets and gets helped, and it's a penalty call on the Thunderhawks. Comets will have another good look here near goal. 6:30 to go now. 4 shots on goal for each team as we head to the final minutes of this GMC matchup. The Comets will have it on the right wing. Stopped. Bella Anderson will kick it away. Her left foot hasn't been great today, but she'll try here from the right. Kick is up, and it's good! What a pass, what a take, and the Comets come all the way back from 2-0 and take the lead just like that. Natalie Schaefer, who else but the senior captain. Pass from Bella Anderson. And this second half has been all Comets, stripping away all momentum and hope for this Thunderhawks squad. 6 minutes to go in the game. Comets in that spot where they can get the win. Go to East looking for anything. The Comets are going to try and play keep away these last 6 minutes. A lot of black jerseys on this Comet team. Kicks up ahead. It's enforced and stopped by Lakota East. Only so much clock left in the game. Comets really need this win. Middle of the GMC in terms of ranking with points. And with overall record and conference record, Lakota East kind of in that bottom tier, as we've said, for any new joiners in the Mason Sports Radio broadcast we have going on here. 5 minutes to go. Have it in the corner. Trying to just take clock away, and the Comets will have a corner kick again. Excuse me, it will be Thunderhawks possession. It was off the Comets last.
What a turn of events within the last 4 minutes of the game. A 2-point possession swing from the Comets. Now, Comets have the chance to continue and take the win in tonight's game, their first lead of the night.
As a wraparound for Lakota East will be given to him. 4:30 to go in the game. Time slowly.
They'll give the senior Martin a yellow card on that. Not really sure how the yellow card was given. Didn't really look like a yellow card worthy play.
Yeah, Martin had a little exchange of words with the referee after that play. McMillan will check back into the game. She's had a good second half of play.
And we saw this happen the other day with the boys' game. Exchange of words with the referee resulted in a double yellow and a red card.
Alex Guerin got that red card after there was some extracurricular in that corner towards Lakota East sideline. It was Lakota West sideline. 4 to go, though. Trevor, Lakota East is going to have to go here or else it's going to be all but over, and the Comets are going to complete this comeback.
Yeah, they were down 0-2 before we went to a weather delay. That kind of we have been saying as like a second quarter, sorry. Second quarter emerges with a Comets goal by Kowalski minutes in. And then the change of pace from the Comets within the last about 9 minutes of the game. They definitely just changed their pace. They were passing phenomenally and then getting it down in there for the goal, for both goals.
Trevor, the fact that you can get that, usually you don't get that little quarterly break, but it felt like for this Comet team, they looked a little unmotivated.
It looked very needed.
And very needed. It was kind of a timeout intermission to get the Comets all organized, and as we saw, it was a 3-goal switch. Comets have the lead now, just about 3 minutes left, and it's all but over here for Lakota East.
3:10 remaining. Annalise Knight will send it away. Martin sends it to the other side. Great pass. Too much juice on it.
But Trevor, again, that clock's just ticking and ticking, and the farther you can get the ball on Lakota East side, of course, the farther Lakota East is going to have to go to get all the way down there. So for the Comets, they're just going to... Oh, it's wide open.
Offsides called. Up here, it looked like she stayed onside, but was not even close.
And that looked like it would have been just the dagger for the Comets. I mean, a one-on-one. Bracing for contact there.
Not illegal contact, but definitely some contact there.
As we see from there, the Comets just kind of netting the ball to the other side, and that's exactly what you do against a team that's just fighting for anything. 2 minutes to go in the ball game. Lakota East searching for answers after their 2-0 surge was halted to a stop by the Comets in their 3-0 swing.
Great pass. Defender in her face was able to pass it away. Anderson just misses it, but will regather. Anderson makes one miss. The shot through. Kowalski off of a defender. That could have been another shot in for the Comets, and that would have absolutely put the dagger through.
But again, only 1:20 left. If the Comets can just keep the soccer ball on their side, Lakota East hasn't really had any people that I can see that just are just going to go down there and single-handedly tie this game up.
Great move forward. Will scoop it. Kicks it away. East will continue to have it. Martin will kick it out.
As we had these last minutes, assuming a crazy comeback goal doesn't happen here, as there's a great look there.
and saved by Knight. Time will stop.
Yeah, looks like a
Injured East player on the field. Looks like maybe a cramp.
Yeah. About 34 seconds. Knight getting that stop as the keeper just pretty much sealed it for the Comets. All they have to do now is just kick it to the other side of the field, and that will be all but over here at Mason's multi-purpose field. Injury timeout. Some trainers attending to the Lakota East player. 34 seconds to go in the game. The Comets 3-0 swing.
Booted down the field. "19 seconds remaining in the game, and it will be kicked downfield, but a penalty, a foul on as an injury.
All but the crying here for the Thunderhawks. The Comets complete the 3-0 comeback. It just shows their persistence.
Booted away. Hold on to it. Kick downfield, and that one will end it. The Comets complete the 0-2 comeback. They were down 2-0 in the first half until the second quarter, as we call it. Comets gain the momentum back, and that will be all, folks. 3-2 final score.
Yeah, the Comets got it done, as we said, with that weather timeout. Really gave them that extra fuel they needed from their coaching staff, and it's a great win for them getting it done here against the Lakota East team that they were hoping to get the win on their own turf.
That will do it all here, folks, at the Mason Multi-Purpose Field. I was Trevor Rose with Isaac Vargo, Daniel Panetti behind the scenes work, and Katie Halligan doing some camera work for us. Thank you guys.